Hey there. I was just looking at some video footage from my new bird feeder. I got this smart bird feeder sent to me to make a video about. The nice thing about this bird feeder right here is not only will it detect the birds and start recording, it also identifies the birds. So if you're always wondering what kind of bird that is, like this is a house finch back here, records really good video too. Let me go ahead and show you some of the video footage on here, then I'll show you how I got this thing all set up. Here's the bird footage. You can see the little finch here. This is what the camera shows. You can see up in the left-hand corner, it's got the date and the time up there so you can keep track of your videos. You can tell the difference between the finches here. The males have the red heads and the females don't. Here's another bird here. This is kind of a unique looking bird. If you're not sure what kind of bird it is, you can use the AI identifier. And it doesn't just tell you what the bird is, it makes a game out of it, makes a guessing game. It gives you a few different choices here. So you guess the type of bird that it is, and then it gives you more information on the bird once you've guessed it. So yeah, this is a pretty nice smart bird feeder. Not only does it automatically record the birds for you, it identifies them and gives you a fun game to play in the process. I like how it gives you more information on the birds too. That's pretty cool. When you take everything out of the box, make sure you look under the styrofoam because it looks like there's more stuff underneath here. So get all the styrofoam out of there. And then you can see here's the bracket right here. This is the brace. It's a nice solid metal brace. You can always tell a good product by the type of hardware it has. Nice heavy duty metal brace right here. So this looks really nice. All right, let's go ahead and look at the rest of it. Here's everything that comes in the box here. I really like this bird feeder. It has a really unique look to it. I just got it charging up here. I attached my power bank here to get it all charged up. It does come with a solar panel, but we'll have to take it outside to connect it to the solar panel. And so I just wanted to get it all charged up while I'm setting everything up here. I already showed you the bracket here, this nice metal bracket. Comes with a solar panel and a nice long cord there. And there's the perch for the birds, a nice big thick perch there. And then you can see it's got a little tray in here where all the bird seed will fall down, and then you just open this up on the top here. You just push it over here like that, then you can open it up and pour all your bird seed in there. And then just close it back up. You can just push the camera forward like that, and then you can access all the power button and the card and everything in here. So you can see when you open that up, you got your card in here, you got your USB-C power cord right there, so you could also plug it in that way to charge it, and then you got your power button there, so you can access everything just by opening this up here. There's also some film on here. We'll pull all that film off of there. Comes with a bunch of hardware here. There's the antenna, and then there's the drill guide there, along with an instruction manual. It's got the instruction manual here. And then it's got some brackets if you want to attach it to a pole. It's also got a strap if you want to attach it to a tree. And then you got all kinds of screws in here. And then you got your little cups here, the water cups and the little fruit holders there. And then there's the bracket for the solar panels. And you even got a little measuring cup here. So yeah, there's a lot of nice stuff in here. I'm just going to go ahead and get it all set up, and then we'll see how it looks. So it looks like this is pretty easy to set up. You just put the perch inside here like this, and then you just screw it in, and then you could put your little forks on there for the fruit holders, and then you can just fill the rest of those with the little pegs. And then we can go outside and mount this to a post that I got a place where I want to put it. So you just slide this in here like this. I'm not sure if you need to put a screw in here or not. I'll go ahead and put it all together, and I'll look through the instructions and we'll see what we need to do there. I know we need to put a little screw up in here. Doesn't look like there's any screw that goes up in there. You just slide it in, and then either you strap it to a tree or you screw this to a post or to a bench or something there. But this part here doesn't look like there's any screw for that part. So yeah, it's got really nice instructions. You can see how they look here. They're pretty easy to follow. All right, I got the little forks on there, and then I put the little nibs in here, and then I put the little screw on there to hold the perch in place. Looks like the lights turned green, so we can start working on the setup here. Go through the instructions there. Just going to hold down this button here to get it started. And now that I see the flashing light, I just go through the instructions here, say, I heard it, and then do next step. You can see it's got all the examples here on everything that you need to do and how the process works and how it looks. And then you can see all this on your phone as well.
Connection succeeded.
All right, we're all connected. Now I'm just going to hit complete. And it shows me somebody else's birds. That's not my bird feeder though. It looks like it does show you different people's birds and stuff, so that's kind of cool. You could look at what they are. Little quizzes on there, guess what kind of bird it is and everything. Okay, so I just went here. Oh, you can hear me talking in there. I just clicked the little green bird right there, and then it opened up, and I can start seeing what the camera sees. Just gonna go ahead and close this up here. It shows you a lot of things on here. You can see what the battery's at. It's at 80%, so it should be pretty good enough. I could take it outside and set it up for the solar power to charge it up. Right now I just have it plugged into a power bank to charge it up. Go ahead and put the little antenna on here too. For my stand, I have this old satellite dish that I connected to a umbrella stand, and then I just put a little bit of a piece of wood here, a couple pieces of wood here. I had my old bird feeder on here, so I just took that off, and then I'm putting the new one on here in its place. And then I got the solar thing back here. This needs to be unscrewed right here to put the new one in. Make sure it's pushed down in that slat there, and then you can go ahead and screw it in place. As you tighten it, it will tighten up the frame here. It'll tighten up the arm on the little solar panel thing here. All right, I got the solar panel screwed on here. It just screwed into this little bracket right there. And then once you get it nice and tight, it stays there really firm. Got it pointing to the sun up there. So it looks pretty nice. All right, I got it all filled up there. Nice thing about this is it's got plastic right here, so you can see inside there that's clear. So you can see it's all the way filled up with bird seed. And then there's the bird seed down in here. And then you can see the bird seed up here. We'll go ahead and put the lid back on. Got a little arrow on there, so you just point it there. Now you know you're closed. Okay, there it is there. I just put it on the bracket here, just slid right into place. And then I plugged in the little solar panel cord right here. So when you push it in here, you'll hear it click, and then this will be locked into place. If you don't hear it click and it doesn't lock into place, if some heavy birds get on there, if they're on here and they're fighting and too many birds are on here, it can pull it loose. So don't make the same mistake I did. Make sure you push it in enough there so that that latches. So what I think happened is when I turned it to put the power cord in for the solar panel here, when I turned it, that unlatched it, but now it's in here really secure and it's not going to come back out. So if you do turn it to put the power cord in there, make sure you push it back into place and hear that click down there on that little nib, and then it should be locked into place and you should be all right. This seems like a pretty nice place for it. It'll overlook the pool there. So it's in a real nice spot here. Should get plenty of sun for the solar panel. All right, it looks like the birds found it. Here's a little red-headed finch here. I don't hear any volume though, so make sure you turn the audio button on so it records the audio. Looks like he's just testing it out. He's gonna go fly off now and tell all his friends about the bird feeder. Here's a couple of these big doves here. So yeah, like I said, make sure you push in the bird feeder really good so you hear that click. That way it'll be really secure, because these doves can get kind of rambunctious, and if you don't have it clicked in there really good, it can come loose. But yeah, look at those doves. They're a really neat looking bird. So yeah, if you're looking for a smart bird feeder, this is a pretty nice one.